Hey guys, doing this is my 1993 Ford Ranger XLT automatic 2.3 liter A4LD. I hope I said that correctly. It has the automatic transmission, which is right here. In this video, I'm going to be explaining to you guys how to remove the transmission, or how I remove the transmission. Alright, now this is going to be the most important tool of the entire job, okay? This will be the difference between a 2-hour job and a 10-hour job, okay? This is a transmission jack. This is about $80. You can get on eBay. It has a ratchet strap. I got the blue color. I like the blue. And for what it is, it's very nice. It has lockable wheels, so you can lock the wheels when you're trying to loosen the bolts, and then you can unlock them when you're trying to yank the transmission free. It actually helps out a lot. Alright, now moving on towards the exhaust. These two bolts right here, you're going to want to get some WD-40, and you're going to have to spray these with WD-40 or PB Blaster. Looks like this right here. Alright, PB Blaster. Spray it right here, let it soak. Also, there's another exhaust mount right here, and there's another one right here that's going to be on the side of the transmission. And you got two more right here. I know, it seems like a lot, but it's not. Just make sure you spray all the mounts and the bolts. And if it does not come free, you're gonna have to get a blowtorch. You're gonna have to heat them up, and then try to go back and forth, left and right, left and right, left and right, to break them loose. Now moving underneath the vehicle, you can go ahead and hold on. You go ahead and loosen all these bolts right here at the axle, I believe, and then go ahead and you can just pull the drive shaft out the back of the transmission. Make sure you have a pan to catch it. Alright. This is also going to be in the way. Those two lines, once you get the exhaust free, these two lines will be exposed. You can loosen those. This shift linkage you need to take off. There's another, I don't know what this is. It needs to come off. These two connectors have to come off. So you got those connectors, that linkage, this linkage, this thing right here, and this right here. Alright, all that's going to be pushed that way. All this is going to be pushed this way. Alright, you with me? Now the starter has to come off too. Once you take the starter off, you start turning that flywheel with a fork. My bad, that didn't make sense. You start turning the flywheel with a flathead. Alright, not a fork. I don't know why I said fork, but I'll explain to you guys exactly how to do that. This is the same vehicle, it's just the other side. You're going to get the only access point you're going to have is this hole right here. So you're going to get a screwdriver or something. You're going to put it on one of these teeth. You're going to want to push on it. I can't because the engine is loose. But what I'm trying to say is you get this flathead, you push on these teeth to move this wheel, and you loosen each bolt individually, or nut. Alright? I hope that's not confusing. Once all those are loose, these two lines are off, this is out the way, starter's hanging, it's out the way. Okay, now you have to start undoing the bell housing bolts. They're going to be extremely hard to get to. Once you've done all the bell housing bolts, you have the dipstick that is going to be in the way. It looks like this. This is what the dipstick looks like. It's going to be attached somewhere, so you have to get that bolt loosed, and then this is just a you just pull this out of the transmission. I got one of the bell housing bolts from this area. I also sprayed the PB Blaster on the exhaust from this area. I removed this little thing that goes from the throttle body, and it snakes all the way here. I removed that whole piece. This piece right here, went ahead and removed it. This is where the dipstick is going to come out at. This is where those two lines are going to come out at. This is where those two shift linkage little pieces are going to come off at. This is a connector. This is a connector. This is a connector. This is where the drive shaft's going to come out. And then, oh yeah, these two. I just left the transmission mount on there. You guys can see that. I hope you can see that. I left the transmission mount on there. Alright, these are those top two. You got this one, you got this one, and then, damn, I can't even see the bottom. The bottom two are the easiest. These are the most difficult. These are kind of semi-difficult, somewhat. And there's this weird bracket that you have to get out the way too. This bracket is very awkward. It had a nut on some threads with a nut on the thread. Anyways, that is extremely difficult to get off. Once you get that bracket off, you can get all the bell housing bolts off. They all should look like this. These were the bottom two. I think these were the middle two. This was the top two, and then this. I don't know. I just had them in this layout because this helped me remember where the bolts went. Now, when it comes to actually pulling the transmission free, you see these studs right here on the torque converter? Those studs is the only thing keeping this transmission connected to the engine. So once you pull it backwards and you release the locks on the transmission jack, these are the first things that are gonna pop out of the, I think it's flywheel or flex plate. Once those pop out, this will be completely free. Do not drop it, okay? Once you pull it back and it's free, you can start lowering it down. And make sure you secure it with the ratchet strap. So you start lowering it down like this. And then pull it back, lower it down, pull it back, lower it down. Make sure everything is cleared, pull it back, lower it down. Hope that makes sense. And yeah, I'm actually just replacing a front seal. I don't know what you guys are going to be doing, replacing the transmission or upgrading the torque converter. I don't know. But that's what I did, and I hope this video helped you out. And there's also a connector right here, that white connector. I undid that connector to help me get access to one of the bolts. Don't ask me what it goes to because I don't know. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. How you guys doing? I hope you guys enjoyed the video so far. I'm about to throw in some clips of me removing the transmission the day before. Hope you enjoy it. I hope this better explains everything that I just stated in this video, so you actually will physically see me doing what I just told you I just did. Alright, I'm on the last two bolts, and they're up top. I got the transmission jack right here, and the transmission is about to come down, and I got all my rags and tools and stuff, and me on the floor. And I got this right here ready to catch the fluid that comes out. And yeah, it is currently not daytime anymore. But you know, we're gonna get it done. We're gonna get it done. Alright, y'all. It's out. This is the torque converter. These are the two servo pins. These are the two lines. I don't know what this is, but I had to take it out. It's a pin. It's actually a pin that goes in there that's missing. Oh, here it is. This pin right here. Yeah, and it's free. Hold on. Yep, there it goes. It's all the way down, and that's the motor right there. The back of the motor. This would be like probably a $2,000 or $3,000 job for real. If this is a whole replacement with the labor. This is like a full job. And no, I'm not going to do your transmission if you watch this.